We move over to Highland Point, hopefully make a lot of cash, preferably $1 million, but this challenge seems a lot harder than it seems, so buckle up. So this is the entire story of how I became a millionaire in Schedule 1. But first we gotta set a few rules for the challenge, so let's get into that. Number 1, we cannot gamble with the slot machines or anything else like blackjack. It makes it way too easy to make money, as most of you know. It always pays off, so always all that shit. Number 2, mods are allowed to be used in the gameplay if it doesn't give any cheats or money. You only use 4 mods in this gameplay, so I'll link them in the description, that's all. Number 3, I've given myself 7 in real life days to complete this challenge, no more or no less. I have to complete it in 7 days or else I fail the challenge to make $1 million in 7 days. That's the bottom line. With that, let's start with the first day. We started off by becoming an off-brand Uncle Nelson, and then I wake up in our RV and proceed to raid everything like a crazy ex-wife after she left me. Man, am I lonely. Fuck! Anyway, shortly after we collect all the dead drops for the cash, obviously. We collect this final one, try to head back to the RV, and then, shocker, it goes boom. I don't know what you expected. We went back to our RV, read the note, and apparently some dude named TB doesn't like us, so we close the note and go run to tell Uncle Nelson about it. He says something about a cartel called the Bendy's family, but I didn't really care about that, so I just skipped over him, interrupted him, and just went on with my day. We go talk to Donald about renting the room, and then we get the room for $75, which is kind of a steal. We go check out the room, and wait, freeze frame. Are those cracks on the wall?
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
After that short interruption, I go to the hardware store and try to buy a grow tent, but apparently I was too stupid and didn't deposit any balance. God damn it. And then we go to an ATM and deposit all of our life savings. After getting everything we need from the hardware store, we pour soil into both of our pots, and then order a dead drop from Albert Hoover, as you probably already know if you played the game before. While I waited, I picked up a bit of trash, put it in the trash machine, and got a hefty $26 out of it.
Wow.
And then eventually we get the dead drop. We get to conveniently place a dead drop, and then we plant the seeds, and here comes the fun part. You guessed it, picking up more trash while we wait for the seeds to grow. Yay, so fun. After the plants finally fucking grow, we start harvesting them. About time. And then the fun part, the real fun part. Packaging it manually. Wow, the fun never ends, does it? After we slept through that today, we finally get our first deal, which is conveniently Jesse. I'm not sure what you expected, but if it works, it works. Finally got our first wad of cash. After doing 2 more deals, we finally have enough money to buy the sweatshop above the fucking Chinese restaurant, which is very, very nice, which we needed for more gardening room, obviously. Shortly after that, we try to pickpocket Beth for cash and fail miserably. She gives us a dirty look. We smack her shit. We go to do a deal with Mick. We finish the deal. We go to pickpocket him, as we do, because we're that good. We fail to pickpocket him, but then he tries to bone our fade. You know we can't let that slide, so we failed to hit him there. We hit him here, obviously. We do a 60-60, and we hit his shit. Shortly after that, we finally go to bed. We rank up for the first time to Street Rat 2, which is needed. Then we wake up the next day to harvest more product. We move our stuff to the new room that we just bought. And then a quick word from me. Not from a sponsor, from me. So I'm just going to let that play while I talk. So this is my first time voiceovering an actual video. Like, I'm not used to doing this. So don't expect the most high quality shit out of me. Because I am awful at talking. I'm not sure what you expect. You probably know that I suck at talking just by watching the first 4 minutes of this video, but hey, buddy, I'm trying here, okay? So maybe if you know how to voice over, give a tip for your boy over here. Yes, because most of this not even scripted. It's raw talking from me, from a crazy person that doesn't know what they're doing with their life. So yeah, but let's go back to the actual video so I don't lose my mind. After the short speech, we finally pickpocketed one of our product back. Then we pickpocket Peter for his cash. While running around, we catch Javier doing a little jig right here. I'm not sure what he's doing right there, but yeah, that's weird. And then we try to pickpocket him for his cash, but again, we fail miserably. And then we proceed to smack him. Oh man, poor Javier. Look at him. He just wanted to do a little jig. After that, we unlock Benji Coleman as a dealer, who is, for your information, my boy. We go to his door and he wants us to hire him for $500, so we do that, obviously. We need a dealer. Uncle Nelly finally calls us again, saying something about mixing product for higher money, but didn't really listen that much. I don't really care, so we go back to the motel to sleep. We go to bed and rank up all the way to Street Rat 5, which unlocks us some pretty good things that are useful very much. Okay, you know what? We gotta start speeding things up. This is going way too slow. We wake up the next day, realize we're too broke to buy the mixing machine, and then we go to Benji and give him product because he's our boy, as you know by now. We schedule 2 deals with Trent and Jesse. We go off to do the deals, and then... What the fuck? Oh man. No! Had to meet the audio for a call for everybody's sake, but we completed the deal with Jesse and then Trent, which gave us about $300. Then the next day we buy the golden skateboard for our entire life savings. And then we start going some sour diesel, about time, for some extra cash. And that was it for the first day, so... The next day we go down to the basketball court, we pick up the baseball bat, and then we start breaking ATMs for extra cash, so you already know what time it is. Unexpected montage time! But yeah, it took a lot of time to make this. I do not give it monetization one bit, so I'm gonna do it. So yeah, speak, trust, enjoy this. Okay, goodbye. Ha ha ha. Anyways, after all that, we start missing a better product for some extra cash since this is a millionaire challenge after all. You can't blame him for doing that. Yeah. And we name our new mix something very appropriate, as you can see right now. That's questionable, but whatever. And then we go talk to the 3 amigos to actually complete the objective that Uncle Nelson gave us. This is the 3rd attempt on this voiceover, so I'm pretty tired of it by now, honestly. But then I realized we got an objective to make 10k, which is going to be pretty hard since it's already day 2. We have 3k net worth. We're cooked. It's over. Anyways, we go to bed shortly after and rank up to Hoodlum 2, which unlocks more stuff, mainly green crack seeds. Those are essential for money making. The next day was not that interesting, mainly just more planting and watering, which is lame, as you already know that by now. We take some stolen horse semen off our shelf. We go to mix it. It finishes. We go to check the name of it. And wait, what is that name? What the? We break into the warehouse shortly after with the skateboard glitch. We go to talk to Oscar. He tells us we smell nice and we buy a lot of stuff from him, grow lights, pots, all that fun stuff. And then I did about 10 deals, which gave me about $3,000, which is pretty solid. We rank up to Hoodlum 4, which gives us green purple seeds. We need those. Uncle Nelson tells us we made 10k in earnings, which is very good. Warehouse, math, all that fun stuff. I'm not gonna bother describing it. We can finally meet up with Albert Hoover in person. Then we deposit all of our cash to our ATM so we can buy the bungalow finally. We buy the bungalow for $6,000. Shortly after, we move all of our growing stuff into the bungalow. And after that, it's just more deals. I don't know what you expected. Lol. We finally hire some employees to help us. We go to bed and lock the mixing station on Mark II, which will be very useful later. We make a new mix, and when it finishes, we name it something very, very appropriate, named after one of my friends. He's Skibbity, though. We also hire a batonist. And then I found the best way to make XP, which is getting wanted, which gives you about 60 XP per wanted. We go to bed and made a good amount of XP, and then we wake up to Peddler 5, which unlocks a good ton of things, which is very necessity. Very necessity? What? What? We unlock downtown, which is needed for customers, and that was it for the second day, so... The third day was not that interesting. It was just deals, packaging, all that. Cause like there's only an hour and a half footage on the third day, so it's not much to work with. So awkward. And since we barely use dealers, we have a ton of deals just, on our phone. So we just accept all of them for late night, doesn't expire. And then boom, it's pretty simple, honestly. And then we meet up with Albert Hoover to buy some seeds for him, obviously for our botanists. We sold a lot of product on that day, 91 to be exact, and ranked up all the way to Hustler 5, which is very good. We made a new mix and sold it for $100, which is going to be our main moneymaker for a bit, but it's going to be a better mix eventually, so whatever. And apparently that was it for the third day, so... Not much else happens on day 4. It's just more deals. All a jig. I'll just let that play for a bit. Shortly after that, we buy a revolver for, protection, obviously. And the first thing we do is shoot Peter, because, he's a bitch. And then it's just deals, 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 non-stop. Not as what you expected. It's a millionaire challenge. You goober. And then buying a new strap for 2.5k. We start unlocking more customers for more, money of course, but the ones that didn't accept it, I'll show you what happened. What an idiot.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No, 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 no.
After that, we make our third best mix yet, Granddaddy Fuel. After that, we smack Geraldine for obvious reasons. We knock him out, and then we throw a can on his face because he deserves it. Until Jessie runs up to us like a crazy bitch. We give her some dark short, and she accepts it, no problem. Until Geraldine comes back for round 2, but we give him some dark short, and he accepts it, no problem. And then we do a lot more deals. I'm not sure what you kind of expected, because we have to make the money fast, so... Yeah, but the motivation is kind of dwindling right now, because I'm making this 2 days before school starts, so I'm not in the best mood, but I just wanted to rant about that real quick, just get it off, so yeah, that's fun. The next day the wall started to talk to us. I think I'm schizophrenic, but we gave it a bit of Granddaddy Fuel, and it accepted it no problemo. We met up with our old friend Javier, and see if he accepts it. We point his gun at him, and he accepts it, so he lives another day. We go to bed shortly after, and wait. Hot damn. We're in the big leagues now, so it's not going to be that long until we hit million. The next day while doing deals, we actually unlocked 2 dealers. The Sweeto, however you say it, the Sweeto dealer, and the fucking coca seed, which we need. Big money maker. We buy all the stuff to cook meth, we get the dead drop, and then we finally start cooking. Finally, about time after 30 days! That night we go outside, and apparently Jessie was spawn camping us, like fiending, so we give her some Granddaddy Purple, and she accepted like a good little bitch. After that, we make $100,000 in our person, and then we finally start cooking some crystal candy. Then we order some coca seeds for cocaine. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. And then it's just deals, deals after deal. It gets really old, but it's good money, so I
I don't give a shit.
Oh my god, I gotta stop doing that voice. And then we go to bed after a good day of deals. Until
What? Charge Big Daddy computer.
after that we start harvesting the leaves and then leave it to dry for a bit. And that was it for day 4, so the next day we get our leaves, finally, and then we start cooking the leaves, finally. The main moneymaker is coke. Trust. And then we start planting some more coke seeds, obviously. And then we actually start cooking in the ovens, which was painful. And then we can finally harvest the product after like 16 minutes.
More like 6, 7 minutes.
We make a new mix, about time. And then the new mix is going to be worth $500 per one. Like, that's a hot take, but whatever. And then we instantly get 4 deals. And then we go to bed. And we made 23K. That's not bad at all. Let's do a little quick speed run, shall we? After that, we find a queso reference, which is peak artwork. After 2 hours, we finally have enough to buy the warehouse. So we go to Ray's real estate and buy the warehouse, and then we slime Ray out because 50K is way too much. So yeah. And then we start moving everything over to the warehouse, like picking up everything, you know. We park very professionally. Then we start moving everything into the warehouse, and I mean everything. And then a lot of cooking. We need a lot of cooking. And then we hire another batonist for extra help. And then we hit Block Boss 1, which gives us a new region. Yay! It's suburbia. It sucks. The customers there are greedy. And that was pretty much it for day 5. I did not leave a lot in because most of those 10 hours of footage was filler. We do not like filler in here, but this is kind of filler, so I'm just going to end it right here. The next day we buy the barn to make it into one of the best mixing operations known to man that will get us to $1 million in no time. Trust me. And then we stock all the shelves so we can make the best mix yet. Trust me, it's going to be the best one. We get it out, then we name it Shit Stain. Not sure why I named it that, but apparently you can't go higher than 99, so we just went with it because it's still money. We start packaging all the shit stain because, you know, we gotta sell it. And then our first sale is Cranky Frank. Then he pays 1.2K for it. We go to bed after a few deals, and then what the GG's. It is so over. And then after that, it's just deals. It's the same shit, so I'm not gonna leave a lot of it in, but yes, it's kind of just proof to see them not cheating, all that. Yeah, This is getting tiring. My PC's about to die, so I'm just gonna hurry this up. Oh my god. Conveniently, our last deal is Jessie. She was our first deal, so that's odd. We go to bed. We quit the game to check her net worth. And before you know it, it's over. We turned everything off after, you know. And then we watched the sunset and bask in the reality that it's really over. After we slept through that day, we finally get our first deal, which is conveniently Jessie. I'm not sure what you expected, but if it works, it works. We finally got our first wad of cash. Shortly after that, we tried to pickpocket Beth for our cash and failed miserably. She gives a dirty look. We smack her shit. We go to do with Mick. Then we try to pickpocket back. As usual. We fail again. Then Mick tries to run her fade, which you know we can't let that slide. So we fail to hit him here. We hit him right here. Then we do a 360. And then we knock his shit out. Easy. Uncle Nelly finally calls us again, saying something about mixing product for higher money, but didn't really listen that much. I don't really care, so we go back to that motel to sleep. After the plants finally fucking grow, we start harvesting them. About time. Then the fun part, the real fun part, packaging it manually. Wow, the fun never ends, does it?